Cadenazzo in Switzerland. This tiny railway station is for international railway passengers by regional trains, more important than you might think at first. From here on, we'll be taking a regional train that will go to Gallarate, basically one of the outskirts of Milan. During this train ride we have some stunning views over the Lago Maggiore that is located in both Switzerland and Italy. We'll be taking this train until the railway station of Laveno, where there's a kind of interesting situation with the railway station. So join me on this regional train between Switzerland along the Lago Maggiore in Italy, and also a part of the Lago Maggiore in Switzerland. I'll tell you more about this in the video, but for now let's get this video on the track and let's roll the intro. Our journey starts at the railway station of Cadenazzo in Switzerland. And this is not the first time that I have a railway journey that starts here. From and to Cadenazzo you will find the regional trains that will go to Milan. This is a great connection, and these trains do continue their way to Locarno, what is also located along the Lago Maggiore. And for passengers who like to travel with the Trenord, this is a slower train that will go over the old Gotthard railway line, so not through the faster tunnel, so basically the scenic route. Then you have to change trains at the railway station of Cadenazzo as well, at least if you're coming from Milan. The route that we'll be traveling on today is not the fastest way between Switzerland and Italy. However, you will find one of the regional trains that will go along one of the fastest trains from and to Italy, from and to here as well. Let's take a close look on the map. Right now we are here. This and this are the most obvious and fastest ways to travel by train between Switzerland and Italy. And over here you find lots of trains. Long distance, regional and also freight trains. But we'll be traveling along this route today. What is line S30 of the Tilo trains? The Tilo trains are the regional trains of the Swiss canton of Ticino, what is Italian speaking by the way, and also the Italian province of Lombardia. It's a cooperation of both the Swiss state-owned railway company SBB and the Italian local state-owned railway company Trenord. Let's take a close look at the railway station of Cadenazzo, what is not that big. There's a platform where you find two tracks, and that's located a little bit more at the back. Here you find most through trains. At the front there's a bus stop, some basic shops, but really it doesn't have a real name. And you find some vending machines for tickets, some route maps for regional trains, and that's basically it. You won't find elevators in this railway station, but there's a ramp from and to the platform and to the front of the railway station. Our train was departing from the front of the railway station, so track number 1. This is being used for the train that terminates here, where the other tracks are through tracks. Before I show you the interior, let's take a close look at the exterior that I filmed when the train departed from Laveno. I took the train until this railway station. Numbers 1 and 2 above the doors do indicate where you find the first and the second class. Bike and wheelchair icons do indicate the bike area and the accessible area of the train. Basic LED screens at the front, the back and at some spots at the side do indicate the line number and the final destination. That's basically it. I mean, these are regional trains, don't expect too much. Obviously, the biggest part of this train comes in second class. What comes, just like many European trains, in a 2x2 configuration, so 2 seats on both sides of the aisle. Where I'm personally not a big fan of is that you find mainly bay seats, so seats facing each other, but for a regional train I think this is okay. Situated in the middle of the train, you find the bike area over here. There's some spots where you can park your bike more or less, and close to this area you find lots of folding seats. Because it's in the middle of the train, it's also the perfect spot for the toilet. Within these train sets there's only one toilet, and on this route I noticed that the trains will not be combined. Let it be no surprise that this is also an accessible toilet, and the accessible area of the train is really close to this as well. Basic LED screens at the ceiling do host some basic route information, and near some entrance doors you find digital screens will also host route information. This here is the first class that also comes in a 2x2 configuration, but even then it's way more spacious than the second class. Power sockets are also located in the first class, and you won't find this in second class. These are regional trains, but they're actually good for the job that they're serving for. I hope you like this video so far. If you do so, or if it's a helpful video to you, please give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. And if you like to see more trip reports or more sustainable ways of transportation, the main focus for this channel is cross-bordering and or long-distance traveling. Well, this is definitely an international train. Then hit that subscribe button if you haven't done this already. Questions, comments, feedback, let me know in the comment section. But for now, let's continue with this video. And to be totally honest, we had a simple and small railway station, and this specific train, it's a good train, don't get me wrong, but it's a rather simple train. And one thing is for sure, the views from the train along this route, at least until the railway station of Laveno, where I took this train to, are absolutely stunning. So for now I'll just show you some views from the train, and I'll get back to you when I'm at Laveno and show you the railway stations over there. Here, our train is arriving at the railway station of Laveno. This is a rather simple railway station. Actually, it's called Laveno Mombello. Here you find 3 tracks and 2 platforms. And, well, it's not that special. At the front of the railway station there are some spots where you can park cars, there's a bar, but that's basically it. What makes this a little bit confusing, there's another railway station over here that's called, at least according to Google Maps, Laveno Mombello North. However, according to Trenitalia, the state-owned railway company of Italy, it's called Laveno Mombello Lago, so basically lake. What makes a really lot of sense actually, because it is located right next to the lake. And right next to that railway station you will find a ferry that is crossing the Lago Maggiore. Because you know it's a big lake, traveling around might cost you more time. And even though taking a ferry from Switzerland to Italy doesn't make a whole lot of sense along this lake, because the Swiss part is not that big, there are quite some ferries along this lake. From here on I took a regional train that was heading for Milan. I took it until the railway station of Varese, from where on I took another regional train back into Switzerland. And yes, for that other regional train there will be a trip report coming up on this channel as well. I mean, the main focus for this channel is cross-bordering and or long-distance traveling. And that's an international train, so it ticks the box. That was a beautiful ride next to the Lago Maggiore with some beautiful views on the lake. Also some beautiful views on the mountains, although I didn't catch it that well on camera. I was sitting on a lakeside. I hope you liked this video. If you did so, or if it's a helpful video to you, please give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. And if you like to see more trip reports of more sustainable ways of transportation, the main focus for this channel is once again long distance and or international traveling. Well, we definitely had an international train for this route. Then hit that subscribe button if you haven't done this already. Before we really end up this video, one last thing. Related videos can be found in the description of this video. Something else you can find there is a map, and on this map you can find all videos as well, but then on a map. And of course, you can find the videos on this channel as well. And stay tuned, because there will be a lot more videos coming up. See you on the next video.